Chosen one, the angels are in shock. They cannot believe you don't know yet. Listen carefully, because what you are about to hear is not small, and if you scroll away now, you may miss something that was prepared for you long before this very moment. I am telling you directly that heaven is reacting to your life in a way you do not yet understand, and the angels are not confused about you. They are surprised that you are still unaware of what you carry. This is not about luck or coincidence. This is about a truth that has been hidden from your own eyes, while it has been fully visible in the spiritual realm. I need you to stay with this, because what you are about to realize can change how you see yourself, your struggles, and your future from this point forward. Type Amen to affirm. The reason the angels are in shock is not because you have done something wrong, but because you have been walking through your life without realizing the weight of what is inside you. You have been treating your calling like it is ordinary, while heaven has been watching you as someone marked, protected, and set apart. Every time you survived something that should have broken you, every time you kept going when it made no sense, it was not just strength, it was something placed inside you by me. And yet you kept calling it luck, timing, or coincidence, not knowing that it was my hand guiding you the entire time. You have asked why your life feels different, why things never follow the same path as others, and why certain doors close even when you try your best. What you did not see is that those closed doors were protection, and those delays were alignment, not punishment. The angels have been witnessing these moments, seeing how you were redirected again and again, and they are in shock because you still question your worth after everything you have overcome. You are not behind, you are not forgotten, and you are not ordinary, but you have been living as if you are. There is something very important I need you to understand right now, and I need your heart to stay open while you hear it. If this is touching you in any way, take a second to support this by liking the video, because it helps this reach someone else who is also waiting for clarity like you. I am not speaking into emptiness. I am speaking directly into your life, into your confusion, into your silent questions that you never shared with anyone. What you feel right now is not random. It is recognition, and it is happening for a reason. You have been chosen to carry something that not everyone can carry, and that is why your path has felt heavier at times. The angels see the pressure you have endured, the nights you stayed quiet while your mind was loud, and the moments you kept going even when you felt alone. They are in shock because they see your strength clearly while you still doubt it. You have been measuring yourself by what you have not achieved yet, instead of recognizing what you have already survived. Type 1111 if you believe. There are things that were meant to destroy you that did not succeed, and that was not by accident. There were situations that could have ended your peace, your purpose, or even your life direction, but somehow you walked out of them. You may not have understood it at the time, but heaven was active in those moments. The angels stood as witnesses, watching protection unfold in ways you could not see, and now they are waiting for you to finally realize what has been true all along. You keep asking for signs, but your entire life has already been one. The fact that you are still here, still searching, still holding on, is not something small. You have been preserved for something specific, something that requires your exact story, your exact pain, and your exact growth. Nothing about your journey has been wasted, even the parts that felt like loss. What shocks the angels the most is that you still see yourself as someone trying to find purpose, when in reality you have been walking inside it without recognizing it. Every lesson you learned, every boundary you had to build, every time you chose to stand back up, it was shaping you into who you were always meant to become. You were not just going through life, you were being prepared. You need to hear this clearly because it will change how you move from this point forward. You are not waiting for something to begin, you are already in the middle of it. The blessing is not only something coming in the future, it is also something that has been forming inside you for a long time. The strength you carry, the awareness you have gained, and the way you see things differently now, that is part of the miracle. There are people who will never understand you, and that used to bother you more than you admit. But now you are starting to see that not everyone is meant to understand your path, because not everyone is meant to walk it. You were never meant to fit into every space, and that is why certain connections faded and certain environments became uncomfortable. It was not rejection, it was separation for your protection. The angels have seen the quiet moments where you questioned everything, where you wondered if you were doing something wrong because your life did not look like others. They have seen your patience, your endurance, and your willingness to keep going even when you felt uncertain. And now they are waiting for you to finally see yourself the way heaven has always seen you. Could the CIA really be hiding a 7-second ritual that turns money struggles into success? A confidential CIA finding exposes a unique 7-second practice that activates money, attracting brainwaves automatically. Backed by science and 4 elite labs, this simple home ritual is helping struggling people move into dream lifestyles. But this page may not stay live. Click the link in the description and comments before it is wiped from the internet. You are not overlooked, you are not late, and you are not lost. You are in a process that is unfolding exactly as it should, even if it does not feel that way every day. The confusion you have felt is not a sign that you are off track. It is often a sign that something deeper is happening beneath the surface. From this moment, I need you to start paying attention to how you speak about yourself and your life. Stop reducing your journey to mistakes and delays, and start recognizing it as preparation and growth. The way you see yourself will shape the way you move forward, and you cannot step into what is ahead of you while still believing you are less than what you are. There is a shift happening, and you can feel it even if you cannot fully explain it. Things are starting to make more sense, patterns are becoming clearer, and you are beginning to understand why certain things had to happen the way they did. This is not the end of your journey, it is the beginning of a deeper awareness. The angels are no longer just watching your endurance, they are watching your awakening, and that is what changes everything. When you begin to understand who you are, you stop begging for what was already assigned to you, and you start walking in it with quiet confidence. There were moments when you almost gave up, moments when you questioned if any of this was worth it. You looked at your life and saw delays, confusion, and silence, and you wondered if you had been forgotten. But what you could not see then was that those exact moments were shaping your strength in ways comfort never could. You were being built from the inside out, not for something small, but for something that required depth, patience, and resilience. Type 777 if you trust in Jesus. You have always felt that there was more to your life than what you were currently living, and that feeling was not wrong. It was not restlessness, it was recognition, a quiet knowing placed inside you so you would not settle for less than what was meant for you. Even when you tried to ignore it, even when you tried to live a simpler path, something inside you kept pulling you back. That pull was not confusion, it was purpose calling you forward. The angels have seen how many times you doubted your own voice, how many times you silenced your instincts because you were unsure if you could trust them. But what you did not realize is that many of those instincts were guided by me, nudging you away from harm and toward alignment. You were never alone in your decisions, even when you felt like you were. There was guidance present, even in your uncertainty. There were people who entered your life and left you questioning your worth, making you feel like you had to shrink yourself to be accepted. You tried to adjust, to fit, to become easier for others to understand, but it never felt right. That discomfort was not weakness, it was a signal that you were not meant to stay in those spaces. You were not designed to lose yourself just to be accepted. You were designed to stand in your truth, even if it meant standing alone for a while. If this is reaching your heart right now, take a moment to like the video so it can reach someone else who needs to hear this truth today. Your support can carry this message to another soul who is quietly struggling the way you once did. There are others who feel lost, who feel unseen, and this could be the moment that reminds them they are not alone. What you are part of right now is bigger than you realize. You have spent so much time looking at what is missing that you forgot to acknowledge what is already present in your life. There are strengths in you that others wish they had. There is wisdom in you that was earned through experience, and there is a level of endurance in you that cannot be taught. The angels see all of this clearly, and they are in shock because you still overlook it. You keep waiting for external validation when your life itself has already proven your value. Type 222 to receive blessings. There is something else you need to understand, and it may change how you view your past completely. The struggles you went through were not random, they were specific, and they were shaping you for something that requires exactly what you have been through. Your pain was not pointless, your confusion was not wasted, and your growth was not unnoticed. Everything has been recorded, not in a way that holds you back, but in a way that prepares you for what is ahead. You are not the same person you were before, even if your environment looks similar. Your mindset has changed, your awareness has grown, and your ability to see through situations has deepened. That is growth, even if it is not visible on the outside. The change within you is more powerful than any external shift, because it determines how you will handle what is coming next. There are opportunities that are approaching you, but they require you to step into a version of yourself that is ready to receive them. That is why you have been going through this internal transformation, because what is ahead cannot be carried by who you used to be. You are being prepared to handle something greater, something that requires clarity, strength, and self-awareness. This is not pressure, it is preparation. Could a hidden CIA discovery explain why so many people are suddenly living in luxury? Secret CIA research has surfaced, revealing a brain technique that pulls in wealth almost like magic. It takes just 7 seconds, can be done at home, and is supported by 4 neuroscience labs. People are leaving debt behind and enjoying luxury right now, but this information might be removed soon. Click the link in the description and comments before it disappears. The angels are no longer shocked by your struggles, they are amazed by your survival and your growth. They have watched you move through things that could have hardened your heart, but you still carry compassion. They have seen you face disappointment, but you still hold on to hope. That balance is rare, and it is part of what makes you who you are. You need to stop thinking that your story is too messy, too complicated, or too broken to lead to something meaningful. Your story is exactly what makes your purpose real and relatable. The things you went through are not things to hide, they are things that will one day help someone else feel understood. Nothing about you disqualifies you, everything about you adds depth to your journey. There is a reason you feel things deeply, a reason you notice details others overlook, and a reason you cannot ignore what feels wrong. Those are not burdens, they are gifts. They allow you to navigate life with awareness, to protect yourself from situations that are not aligned with you, and to move toward what truly matters. You are not too sensitive, you are perceptive. As you continue forward, you will start to see more clearly why certain things had to fall apart. What felt like loss will begin to make sense as redirection. What felt like rejection will reveal itself as protection. And what felt like delay will show itself as perfect timing. You are not behind in your life. You are exactly where you need to be for what is coming next. There is something powerful about the way you have continued to move forward, even when you did not have all the answers. That kind of faith, even when it is quiet and uncertain, is something heaven recognizes. It is not about having everything figured out. It is about continuing to trust, even in the unknown. That trust is what keeps you connected to something greater than your current situation. The more you begin to accept who you are, the less you will feel the need to chase validation from others. You will start to understand that your value is not something that needs to be proven, it is something that already exists. This shift will change how you interact with people, how you make decisions, and how you see your future. There is still more for you to uncover, more clarity that will come, and more growth that will unfold. But you are no longer in the same place you once were, even if it feels like it sometimes. You are moving, you are growing, and you are becoming more aware with each step. This is the shift the angels have been watching, the moment where you stop questioning every step and start trusting what is unfolding. It is not loud, but it is powerful, and it marks the difference between who you were and who you are becoming. There were seasons where you felt like nothing was happening, where days passed and everything looked the same. You kept waiting for a sign, for something clear and undeniable, but all you felt was stillness. That stillness was not emptiness, it was preparation, a space where your foundation was being strengthened. You were being built quietly, in ways that would not collapse under pressure later. Type 1010 if you trust God. You have been learning lessons that cannot be taught through comfort or ease. You have learned how to stand alone without losing yourself, how to rebuild after disappointment, and how to keep your heart open even after it has been hurt. These are not small lessons, they are the kind that shape your entire life. The angels are in awe of this growth because they see how far you have come, even if you do not fully see it yet. There were times when you felt like you were losing everything, but what you were actually losing was what no longer belonged in your life. It felt painful, confusing, and sometimes even unfair, but it was necessary. You were being cleared of what could not go with you into your next chapter. What remains now is closer to your truth, even if it still feels unfamiliar. You have always carried a sense that your life was meant for something meaningful, something beyond the ordinary path. That feeling was not an illusion, it was a reminder placed inside you so you would not settle. Even when you tried to ignore it, it stayed with you, quietly guiding your choices. It is still there now, stronger than before, asking you to trust it instead of questioning it. If this is speaking to you, pause for a moment and like the video so this can reach someone else who needs this clarity. There are people who are where you once were, searching for answers and feeling unseen. Your small action can help bring light into someone else's moment of doubt. What you are receiving is not meant to stay with you alone. You are not here to live a life that feels empty or disconnected. You are here to experience growth, to step into purpose, and to become someone who understands both strength and compassion. That is why your journey has not been simple. Simplicity would not have given you the depth you now carry. Type 555 to affirm. The angels are not shocked by your struggles, they are amazed by your endurance. They have seen how many times you could have chosen to give up, how many times you could have hardened your heart, but you did not. You kept moving, even if it was slow, even if it was uncertain. That kind of persistence is not common, and it is part of what sets you apart. Why are so many people saying this CIA ritual changed their life in only 7 seconds? This leaked CIA method is powerful and effective. A short brainwave technique, backed by 4 neuroscience labs, is helping regular people move from broke to prosperous. Dream homes, cars, and trips are becoming possible. But this video could be taken down at any moment. Click the link in the description and comments now before it is gone. You have been questioning whether you are doing enough, whether you are on the right path, and whether things will ever fully come together. These questions come from your desire to move forward, but they also come from doubt. You need to understand that your progress is real, even if it does not match what you expected. Growth does not always look like success on the outside. Sometimes it looks like stability, clarity, and peace within. There is something else you need to release, and that is the need to compare your life to others. Their path is not yours, their timing is not yours, and their purpose is not yours. You have been given a different journey, one that requires your unique experiences and your unique perspective. When you compare, you lose sight of what is already unfolding in your own life. You are entering a phase where things will begin to make more sense, where connections will become clearer, and where your direction will feel more certain. This does not mean everything will be perfect, but it does mean you will move with more confidence. You will start to trust yourself in a way you never did before. That trust will guide you toward what is meant for you. There are opportunities that will require you to step forward without complete certainty. You will not always have all the answers, but you will have enough understanding to move. This is where your growth becomes action, where everything you have learned begins to take shape in your decisions. You are not expected to know everything. You are expected to trust what you already know. The angels are watching this moment closely, not with concern, but with expectation. They know what you are capable of, and they see what is ahead of you. They are not worried about your future because they know it is aligned with something greater. The only thing they are waiting for is your full acceptance of who you are. You have been holding back parts of yourself, not because you are incapable, but because you are unsure. That hesitation has kept you from stepping fully into your potential. But now you are starting to see that you do not need to be perfect to move forward. You only need to be willing. There is a difference between being ready and being willing. You may never feel completely ready, but you can choose to be willing. Willing to trust, willing to grow, and willing to step into something new. That willingness is what opens doors, even when you do not fully understand what is behind them. You are not the same person who once doubted every step. You have learned, you have grown, and you have changed in ways that matter. Even if your life does not look completely different yet, you are different, and that is where everything begins. The external will follow the internal, not the other way around. As you move forward, you will begin to see confirmation in small ways. It may come through clarity, through peace, or through unexpected opportunities. These are not coincidences, they are signs of alignment. Pay attention to them because they will guide you. There was a time when you would have accepted less, when you would have stayed quiet, when you would have ignored what your heart was telling you. But now there is a voice inside you that speaks more clearly, one that does not let you settle the way you once did. That voice is not random, it is guidance, and it has been growing stronger within you for a reason. You are learning to listen to it instead of questioning it. Type 1212 to claim miracles. You have carried burdens that were never meant to stay with you forever. Some of them came from your past, some came from people who did not understand you, and some came from your own doubts. But now, you are starting to release them, even if it feels uncomfortable. Letting go is not weakness, it is freedom, and it is creating space for something new to enter your life. There are things you once prayed for that are now closer than you realize. They may not look exactly the way you imagined, but they are aligned with what you truly need. Sometimes what arrives is different from what you expected, because it is better suited for who you are becoming. Trust that what is coming is not less, it is more, in the ways that matter. You have been through moments where you felt unseen, where your efforts went unnoticed, and where your heart felt heavy without explanation. But none of those moments were wasted. They were shaping your understanding, deepening your empathy, and strengthening your ability to stand on your own. The angels saw every one of those moments, and they know how much you have carried. If this is speaking directly to you, take a moment and like the video, so this can reach someone else who needs to hear this truth today. There are people who are still in the place you have already moved through, and your action can help guide them forward. What you are receiving right now has the power to reach beyond you. Do not keep it to yourself. You are entering a time where clarity will replace confusion. The questions that once kept you awake will begin to settle, and the answers will come in ways that feel natural. This is not because everything is suddenly easy, but because you have grown into someone who can understand what is unfolding. Your perspective is changing, and that changes everything. Type 1010 if you walk by faith. There is something powerful about the way you have continued to believe, even when you did not have proof. That quiet faith has been building something strong within you. It has been keeping you connected, even in moments where you felt distant. You may not have called it faith, but every time you chose to keep going, that is exactly what it was. What is really behind the 7-second brain technique that is creating new millionaires? A surprising CIA leak has revealed a short brain ritual that is helping normal people erase debt and attract serious wealth. With validation from 4 neuroscience labs, this at-home method is turning financial stress into a better life. Homes, cars, and vacations are becoming reality. But the government could remove this at any time. Click the link in the description and comments before it is deleted. You are not meant to stay in the same place forever, and that includes your mindset. The way you used to see yourself is shifting, and you are starting to recognize your own value. This is not pride, it is truth. You are beginning to see yourself through a clearer lens, one that reflects who you really are. There will be moments ahead where you will be asked to step forward without hesitation. These moments will feel important, and they will require you to trust yourself. You may feel a sense of fear, but you will also feel a sense of knowing. That knowing is what you need to follow. The angels are no longer in shock because you do not know. They are watching as you begin to realize, as you begin to accept, and as you begin to move differently. This is the moment they have been waiting for, the moment where awareness becomes action. You are not just understanding, you are becoming. You have spent so much time preparing without realizing it. Every experience, every lesson, and every challenge has added to who you are now. Nothing has been wasted, even the parts that felt like loss. You are carrying everything you need to move forward. There is also a peace that is starting to grow within you, even if it is quiet. It may not be constant yet, but it is there, and it is becoming stronger. That peace is a sign that you are aligning with something deeper. It is not dependent on your circumstances, it comes from within. You do not need to chase what is meant for you. What is aligned with your life will come into it in the right time. Your role is to be ready, to be aware, and to be open. When you are in that state, things begin to flow more naturally. You are not alone in this process, even when it feels like it. There is guidance around you, there is protection around you, and there is purpose within you. These things do not disappear just because you cannot see them. They remain steady and constant. As you continue forward, you will notice that your reactions begin to change. Things that once upset you will not affect you in the same way. Situations that once confused you will feel clearer. This is growth, and it is happening within you. There is still more ahead, more understanding, more clarity, and more alignment. You are not at the end of your journey, but you are at a point where things begin to come together in a meaningful way. The path ahead may not be fully visible, but it is unfolding with each step you take. But now something has changed, and you are beginning to trust your own inner knowing. It may still feel unfamiliar, but it is becoming stronger with each passing moment. This is the shift the angels have been waiting for, the moment where you stop seeking permission and start moving with quiet certainty. Type 222 to receive blessings. You have come through situations that tested your patience, your strength, and your faith in ways you never expected. There were moments where you felt stretched beyond your limits, where you wondered how much more you could carry. But even in those moments, you continued, even when it was slow, even when it was difficult. That endurance is not something small, it is something that has shaped you into who you are today. There are things that no longer fit into your life the way they once did. Certain conversations feel empty, certain environments feel draining, and certain connections feel distant. This is not something to hold on to, it is something to recognize. You are outgrowing what once felt familiar, and that is a natural part of your journey. If this is reaching you in a real way, take a moment and like the video so this can find someone else who is searching for clarity. There are others who are in the same place you once were, feeling lost and uncertain. Your small action can help guide them toward understanding. What you are receiving right now has a purpose beyond you. You are not meant to carry everything with you into your next chapter. Some things need to be released so that you can move forward without unnecessary weight. Letting go is not about forgetting, it is about freeing yourself. It is about making space for what is aligned with who you are now. Type 1111 if you believe. The angels are no longer in shock because of your lack of awareness. They are witnessing your awakening. They see the way you are beginning to stand differently, the way you are choosing peace over chaos, and the way you are protecting your energy. These changes may feel small, but they are powerful. They are signs that you are aligning with your true self. You have spent so much time questioning whether you are on the right path, but what you are starting to realize is that the path is not something separate from you. It is something you are creating with each choice you make. Every time you choose growth, every time you choose truth, you are moving in the right direction. There is a calm confidence that is beginning to grow within you. It does not need to prove anything, it does not need to be loud, it simply exists. This confidence comes from understanding, from experience, and from knowing that you have already overcome so much. It is not based on what you have, it is based on who you are. You are entering a phase where your decisions will carry more clarity. You will no longer feel as lost when you need to choose a direction. There will be a sense of knowing, even if it is quiet, that will guide you. This is not something outside of you, it is something within you that is becoming stronger. The angels are watching this unfold with a sense of peace, because they know you are stepping into alignment. They know that you are beginning to see what they have always seen. This is not the end of your journey, it is the beginning of a deeper understanding of it. Is it time to try the same CIA secret ritual that is changing lives in seconds? A newly leaked CIA-backed study reveals a 7-second money ritual that is transforming people overnight. Scientifically proven by 4 neuroscience labs, it retrains your mind to attract money naturally. People who were once broke are now enjoying luxury homes, new cars, and travel. But this secret may not stay online much longer. Click the description and comments now before it is removed.